What did you think of Mr. Mick's YouTube lecture?
It was incredibly boring. I was sleeping. What was he on about, anyway?
He was describing the orthodox view of the origins of the Cold War, as outlined by George Kennan in his 1946 long telegram.
Everybody knows the Soviets caused the Cold War. They were communists. And Stalin was a dictator, so they were trying to take over the world.
Timothy J. White has called this view the neurotic bear theory.
Who?
Timothy J. White. He is a scholar at Xavier University in Ohio. You can find his article on the internet.
So, what does he say?
According to Dr. White, seldom has a single individual done so much to shape American foreign policy. George Kennan characterized the Soviet Union as a paranoid and insecure power that exaggerated the external threats to justify internal repression and cautious expansion. His article, The Sources of Soviet Conduct, profoundly affected policymakers, the American people, and scholars. It shaped the American view of the Soviet Union. Kennan transformed a former wartime ally into a nervous enemy that needed to be contained. Government officials quickly shaped Kennan's analysis into U.S. foreign policy, and his ideological argument struck a familiar chord with many Americans. Kennan's intent was not to blame the Soviets for the Cold War but to awaken American policymakers to the nature of the Soviet threat and to influence American policy. Soviet expansion was the result of a paranoid insecurity arising from the Bolsheviks' difficulty in consolidating the revolution of 1917.
1917. Isn't that when the Bolsheviks took over? Didn't they say they were part of a worldwide proletarian revolution? And ever since they were paranoid about the capitalist countries surrounding them. Capitalist encirclement theory.
Precisely. It seems you were not always sleeping during Mr. Mick's YouTube lectures.